Just introduce yourself and that you consent to being on camera.
What's your name, though?
Just to understand the rules of modern dating and understanding. Okay.
All right, my name is Jazzie, and I consent that I am going to be on camera. This is Racine.
Racine, yes, consent to be on camera, whatever these questions are going to be.
Okay, if there was one thing you wish men understood better about women, what would that be?
Oh, just fucking shoot your shot, right? Shoot your shot. Don't be scared. Yeah.
Okay.
Right? That's good enough.
Yeah, I guess that's a good,
Don't be scared.
sure, yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of a...
What advice would you have for a guy who might see you in a bar or club and wants to talk to you without being creepy?
Oh, I guess be genuine about it. Don't be like too cheesy?
No, okay, what my whole thing is, I feel like guys are always like, oh, you're very hot, or those type of things. Guys come off like that, and it's more like, I feel like guys should come off with you're beautiful, or...
Nice.
Yeah, genuine.
Well, okay, what are the characteristics of someone who's genuine?
Oh gosh. I mean, you can tell when somebody's faking the funk.
Well, like how do you know? Like just what?
When they're just like, oh, you're hot as fuck, or you're sexy. That means they just want to fuck you.
Well, how do you know that they're like if they say, just because they say you're beautiful doesn't necessarily mean they're genuine, right? They could be just faking the funk, right?
But, I mean, that's a nice
Sexy and hot, not
all right.
beautiful.
So
Sexy and hot. Let me rephrase that for you. Sexy and hot, not beautiful. Beautiful are genuine guys.
All right.
Genuine guys, yes,
All
that
right.
are being nice.
So let me try this then, okay? Would you prefer a guy that is completely honest or a guy that tells you what you want to hear?
Oh, they need
Honest.
Okay,
Of course.
But here's the thing.
Everybody
right?
else tells me what I wanna hear.
If a guy thinks you're hot and sexy, and he wants to tell you you're hot and sexy, but you would rather hear him say
that
beautiful,
No.
isn't that telling you what you want to hear?
No.
Because hot and sexy is a one night stand.
Yeah, so we'll say that for the bedroom. You can call me hot and sexy
Well,
in the bedroom.
okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's try this one. Do you believe that being in love requires you to be vulnerable?
Ooh, definitely.
Yes, of course.
It's scary.
Of course it does.
Very
How can
scary.
you be vulnerable without being taken advantage of?
Oh, you just.
How can you be vulnerable but take advantage of?
You gotta just.
You have to be honest, but still have your guard up, and
How do you do that?
you trust no bitches. First of all,
This is dating questions.
yeah, I'm being serious. Trust no bitches, and also you just have to trust your gut instinct.
Okay.
And
All right, let me ask you this. What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
They only want one thing.
yeah, that's absolutely true.
What? Sorry, what'd you
That
say?
men were only interested in one
They
thing.
only want one thing.
Okay.
That's what my
And
dad
is there
always said.
anything is there anything in your experience dealing with men that came as a surprise to you?
Some men have good virtues. Some, very few, far and few between.
Okay. And do you think the opposite, or do you think the same is true for men? Like, what do you think men were told about women growing up?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. They were told nothing. Are you
Well,
kidding me?
That's what they
I've
have.
asked-
They have no idea what to do with us.
I've asked a lot of men what they were told about women growing up. You know what they typically tell me?
What'd they say?
That they should respect all women.
Yes.
Treat women with
Exactly.
respect.
I mean, they should,
But
but I
here's-
find that very hard
But
to
here's the thing.
believe.
But my question, well, I'm
And
not-
majority of the time, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So-
but here's my other thing, right? Why don't women tell their daughters like you should respect all men?
Oh, you should.
You should.
Why do
You
girls
should.
not
But the
respect?
thing is, women are a lot smarter than that,
Here.
and we already know that shit.
I'll give you a perfect example. The other day, my boyfriend said, I don't feel comfortable with you wearing that around my roommate. He's a guy. I'm a Southern gentleman, you know, and I said, you're a Southern gentleman, but you don't carry my bags to the car, you don't open the doors for me. So it goes both ways.
All right, so let me ask you this question because I have a question about that. I ask women, what are the characteristics of a gentleman, right? So you would say, you know, carrying your bags and doing that
Opening
stuff.
doors.
Opening the door. Okay.
Little things.
So what would you call the female equivalent of a gentleman? What would you call that?
The caretaker, the person who makes sure you're feeling okay, you're fed, you're,
Being a lady.
yeah.
A lady, right?
Telling them
You're
how
right.
handsome they are.
Because we say ladies and gentlemen, right?
It goes both ways.
Okay.
It's a self-esteem builder.
And
both
honestly,
ways.
women, we do that all the time. We always tell our men how handsome. Yes, most women do. We
Yeah.
always tell our men how handsome they are. They're looking great today.
Okay.
I love your outfit. Yes, compliments. They need that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It goes both ways.
Okay, so you're talking about, because no, I was saying, I asked women, I'm saying, do you think it's fair for a woman who doesn't act like a lady to expect a man to be a gentleman?
No, not at all.
No.
Okay.
It goes both ways.
It should go both ways. Yeah, no,
Yes.
absolutely, of course.
It's a balance.
Last question, just related. What are the best compliments you've ever received?
Gosh.
Thank you for taking care of me.
Oh, when they're sick? Okay.
Yeah.
God, best compliment. I don't even know.
You're my world.
Aw.
Yeah. It's so much less about our physical appearance and so much more
Sorry,
about
I'm sorry. The
what
microphone's
you
aimed
do
at her.
for me.
Say that again. What?
I said it's so much less about physical appearance and so much more about what you do for me.
Right. Okay. And that's the thing is like what you were saying earlier, because you were saying like a lot of guys think that telling a woman she's hot is a compliment when they'd rather be told they're beautiful, right?
So much more.
Right.
Tell me about how you appreciate the way I think and the way I feel and the way I process emotions and the things I do for you.
Yes.
Tell me so much more about how I take care of you than how I look. Because, I mean, I'll look like a Barbie any day of the week, but that doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
Look a little deeper. Yes.
Okay.
Dig a little
Thank you
Look
very
a little
much.
deeper.
Thank you. Yes, I like that a
Look
lot.
a little deeper.
Look a little deeper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
The inside.
Thank you guys.